To recap from the introduction lecture, we will consider clean technologies for this module to be any technology that has positive effect on the environment. This video will summarise your second lecture on clean technologies and context and the associated workshop on smart sustainable cities. We explore examples of clean technologies in practice and discuss how these can be evaluated in terms of different sustainability criteria and in terms of different spatial and temporal scales.
从介绍讲座中回顾一下，我们将认为该模块的清洁技术是对环境有积极影响的技术。本视频将总结您关于清洁技术的第二堂课以及智能可持续城市的相关研讨会。我们在实践中探索清洁技术的例子，并讨论如何根据不同的可持续性标准和不同的空间、不同的时间尺度来评估这些技术。
Clean technologies can be tangible, in other words, something you can touch, for example, a wind turbine. They can also be intangible, something you cannot touch, like a system for using existing things. Clean technologies can encompass a mix of tangible and intangible things, such as the physical drones used within the abstract concept of smart agriculture.
清洁技术可以是有形的，换句话说，就是你可以触摸的东西，例如风力涡轮机。它们也可以是无形的，你无法触摸的东西，就像一种使用已有的东西的系统。清洁技术可以包含有形和无形物质的混合物，例如智能农业抽象概念中使用的物理无人机。
Moving to renewable hydropower could superficially be seen as an obviously useful clean technology in efforts to reduce carbon emissions from fossil fuel generation of electricity. Hydropower does, however, have greenhouse gas emissions associated with land use changes, disturbance of organic matter, construction, turbine operation and more. A growing body of work has documented the role of artificial reservoirs of hydropower dams as greenhouse gas sources, and in fact electricity produced from tropical reservoir-based dams could have higher greenhouse gas emissions than that produced from burning fossil fuels. Ecologically, we need to consider the relative value of biodiversity lost and created, and how management of flow could reduce flooding, ensure rivers don't dry out, and stabilise agricultural and drinking water supply. Social considerations include in particular people displaced by reservoirs if insufficient compensation is provided and alternative homes and livelihoods are not suitably put in place. Sustainability assessment depends on what climatic, environmental, social and economic criteria are used, what time and geographic scales we consider these over, and what weighting is given to different issues. In developing a critical evaluation of hydropower, you would need to consider these various aspects and justify how you use them from the policy and scientific evidence base.
转向可再生水电可以从表面上看作是一项明显有用的清洁技术，旨在减少化石燃料发电产生的碳排放。水电能源确实能减少碳排放，然而温室气体排放与土地利用变化、有机物干扰、建筑、涡轮机运行等有关。越来越多的工作记录证明了水电站人工水库扮演着温室气体来源的角色。事实上，基于热带水库的水坝产生的电力可能比燃烧化石燃料产生的温室气体排放更高。在生态学上，我们需要考虑生物多样性丧失和产生的相对价值，以及流量管理如何减少洪水，确保河流不干涸，以及稳定农业和饮用水供应。社会因素特别包括那些因为建设水库而提供的补偿不足，以及替代住房和生计没有适当落实，最终导致流离失所的人们。可持续性评估取决于气候、环境、社会和经济的适用标准。我们需要考虑这些标准的时间和地理范围，以及对不同问题的权重。在开发水电的关键评估时，您需要考虑这些不同的方面，并交代您将如何在政策和科学论据基础上使用它们。
We will also critically evaluate discussions around smart cities and what needs to be considered if clean technologies are to be genuinely effective in advancing sustainability. and debate the different perspectives and criteria that could be used. A key reference for this discussion is a 2017 paper by Avenimi et al., What are the differences between sustainable and smart cities? Smart and sustainable city concepts developed with an emphasis on technologies to manage traffic and mobility, reduce overall energy use and carbon emissions, and improve waste and recycling. With 2/3 of the world population expected by the United Nations to be living in urban areas by 2050, systems and technologies for making cities more sustainable will play a substantial role in global targets. We can distinguish between sustainable city and smart city approaches in practice around the world, with sustainable focusing on environmental impacts and smart focusing on economic efficiency and social functionality with the use of information technology to manage transport, energy and waste systems. For city planning and management to be both smart and sustainable, we are looking for a framework that robustly aligns comprehensive environmental, economic and social sustainability criteria with technologies and systems that help these be met.
我们还将批判性评估围绕智能城市的讨论，以及如何使清洁技术真正有效地推进可持续性需要考虑哪些因素，并讨论可以使用的不同观点和标准。本次讨论的一个关键参考是 Avenimi 等人2017年的论文《可持续性城市和智能城市之间的区别》，制定智能和可持续发展的城市概念，重点关注管理交通和移动性的技术，减少总体能源使用和碳排放，改善废物和回收利用。到2050年，联合国预计世界人口的2/3将生活在城市地区，使城市更具有可持续性系统和技术将在全球目标中发挥重要作用。我们在实践中可以区分世界各地的可持续性城市和智能城市的方法，这些方法分别为可持续性专注于环境影响，智能专注于经济效率和社会功能，利用信息技术管理运输、能源和废物系统。为了使城市规划和管理既智能又可持续，我们正在寻找一个框架，将全面的环境、经济和社会可持续性标准与有助于满足这些标准的技术和系统相结合。
In the workshop, an environmental professional from Stirling Council in central Scotland provides a structured group analysis and discussion addressing ongoing real-world work. Following an introduction to the context of the smart cities work in Stirling and to the technologies we're considering, you will split into groups to consider specific project examples. We will examine project examples within 4 areas: mobility, waste, intelligent street lighting and energy that are at the cutting edge of current smart cities development in the United Kingdom.
在研讨会上，来自苏格兰中部斯特林委员会的环境专业人员提供结构化的小组分析和讨论，以解决正在进行现实生活中的工作。在介绍了斯特林智能城市工作背景以及我们正在考虑的技术之后，您将分成小组来考虑具体的项目案例。我们将研究4个领域的项目案例：移动性、废弃物、智能街道照明和能源。这些都是处于英国当前智能城市发展的最前沿的研究。
You'll be presented with 2 alternative scenarios for where and how these technologies could be deployed. Drawing on your wider knowledge, you will discuss these in your groups with staff support and negotiate a proposal for which site should be chosen, including arguing for additions and modifications. We will wrap up the workshop with a class discussion of the examples, drawing on input and opinions from your groups. By providing an informed evaluation, your perspectives and new ideas will directly influence both ongoing and future work on smart city technologies in Stirling, so please do make the most of this opportunity to interact with real-world practice.
您将看到2种替代方案，了解这些技术的部署、位置和方式。利用你更广泛的知识，您将在员工支持下，在你的团队中讨论这些问题，并就应该选择一个论点进行谈判，包括争论、增加或修改的内容。我们将以对事例的课堂讨论的形式结束研讨会， 并借鉴你小组的结果和意见。通过提供明智的评估，你的观点和新的想法将直接影响斯特林智能城市技术现有和未来的工作。因此，请充分利用这次机会与现实生活中的实践互动。
From the material covered in the sessions and follow-up reading of the examples, you should be able to discuss and evaluate both examples of clean technologies and their application in smart, sustainable cities. An important part of that, and in achieving higher grades on assessments, is justifying and using criteria for evaluating clean technologies' sustainability performance.
从会议所涵盖的内容和后续阅读事例中，您应该能够讨论和评估清洁技术的事例及其在智能可持续城市中的应用。其中一个重要的部分，即在评估中取得很高的分数，这是证明和使用评估清洁技术可持续性绩效的标准。